everything you've ever known has been Persian affluence, and they leave it for a desert church plant. That's humbling for us, isn't it, in 2020? Here is a list of the family leaders and the genealogies of those who came with me from Babylon during the reign of King Artaxerxes. From the family of Phinehas, Gershom. From the family of Ithamar, Daniel. From the family of David, Hattush, a descendant of Shechaniah. Doesn't Gershom mean stranger? He's always going to go back, isn't he? If his name was Gershom, he knew he didn't belong in Persia. Get me back. Unless Gershom doesn't mean stranger. I'm pretty sure it does. The name Gershom, there's 3 people looked it up. The name Gershom is a Hebrew baby's baby name, and Hebrew babies mean exiled, alien, or Bel, famous bearer. Gershom was an Old Testament son of Moses. Yeah. It is interesting. Let's just stop there. A guy called Gershom was up for going back to the church plant. Now, if your parents call you like sojourner or lost or stranger, then their parents have taught him, his parents have taught him, we don't belong here. This isn't our home. I bet he had a gospel home, just like church was everything, and they're like, we got to go back, we're strangers and Judas here. And if you ever get a chance to go back and plant that church, leave this comfort, leave this affluence and go and join it. I reckon that's got to be it. Why else would you call him Gershom? Because Moses called his Gershom when he had done the murder and had to go for 40 years. That's it, isn't it? I've never thought of that before. Sunday sermon. Sojourner, temporary stayer or traveller. I think we've nailed that one, Ezra, Park End Bible Hour group. Their parents taught him the gospel. And look, his name is in, and he got the vision, and his name is in the book of life. And parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, get involved with church and influence our young people now from this day on to get the bug for church life. Finally, thing on that Gershom thing, I do think it is true of school education and school manners and courtesy and grounding of character. It's first and foremost the main school that children come into contact with is their family life at home. That's an education way deeper and more expansive than the school one, and how they are at school often reflects how they've been raised at home. I also believe it's clear in the Bible that the grounding of children's faith is so often formed at home, and what they see at home they learn and they take on, and of course many of us have flunked that. I have already, with a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. And that is where church, the family of church, can help so much, because my failings as a parent of raising my Gershoms to realize they're just strangers in a foreign land looking for the heavenly glory, my failings there can be taken up by other people in church who have such an influence and a sway and an authority and wisdom that I lack, that they can have over my children. And all church children are part of the family of church, where we can influence for good in this age where our children and what they hear out in the world and what they see and the moral grounding and the purpose is all just complete chaos. Church can be a haven of rest and protection for them. So as they stand for Jesus in the week, they can come to us throughout the week, and especially on Sunday. And the little Gershoms in our watch can flourish and grow in the safety and protection of church life. It's a wondrous thing, church.